Hey guys, John here, and welcome back to NASCAR Thunder 2004, the Do It for Dale Fantasy Cup. Today, we've got the Texas doubleheader. In honor of my good buddy, 24 Alpha, aka James, we are going to Texas Normal, and then Texas Road Course. A little back-to-back Texas action. And, yeah, don't really know what we're going to expect here too much. Texas is always kind of one of those things. I did say I would use the legacy car at some point, so that's what we're gonna do. Texas is one of those tracks where I usually struggle with handling a bit, and if I just do what I'm gonna do, which is default with slight tweaks, I'm probably gonna have issues. But the road course, that should go better. So I'm guessing. What do I do? I think I qualify at normal Texas and then last to first at the road course. I feel like that's the better call. So yeah, let's do this. Alrighty. This really is not, whoa. This really is not, come on now. Hang on to it. This is really not my, my favorite track in the world, I must say. Yeah, I'm really feeling the not custom setup here. But you know, I'm sure it'll be fine. 19th is not really what we're hoping for here. So let's, God dang it. That's probably going to cost us any chance of this lap being better. But yeah, the handling is not good. Not freaking good. Get in there. Whoops. Get in there. Stay on the bottom. Don't touch the apron, though. That's death for sure. Through the grass. And... hey, we got up to 12th. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that. Man, it's gonna be interesting around other people. How is it that Hermie Sadler always qualifies well in this game, but is always last by the end? Not last, but like almost last, usually. It's crazy. Anyway. Yeah, this one's going to be tricky, but here we go.
Welcome to Texas Motor Speedway in Fort Worth, Texas, and today's NASCAR Winston Cup race, the Samsung Radio Shack 500. What kind of a track is Texas?
Texas is a tough track for these drivers to get a hang of. It's very fast, but has a very tight groove. Some of these cars may add some paint to the walls here before the race is over.
This is a much-needed break for Dale Earnhardt.
Maybe they can use this to turn around the bad luck they've had in qualifying. After they see how much easier the whole race is when everyone's chasing you, I'm sure that they'll work even harder next week to start up front.
Jimmy Johnson will start this race a little further back than he's used to.
You're right. It's going to be tough for him. You get so used to starting up front, and then you have an off week and have to start towards the back. Then when race day comes, you feel like you passed 1,000 cars at the end, and worse yet, sometimes you never make it to the front.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Now, let's take a look at the starting lineup. In the front row are the Dale Jr. Chevrolet and the DuPont Chevrolet. In the second row are the Dodge dealers UAW Dodge and the M&M's Ford. Starting the race from row 3 are the Stacker 2 Dodge and the Interstate Batteries Chevrolet. The fourth row has the DeWalt Power Tools Ford and the Team Rusty Dodge. Starting the race from row 5 will be the Altel Dodge and the Valvoline Pontiac. Dale Earnhardt, the NASCAR Winston Cup points leader, will start towards the front.
I suppose. But yeah, Hermie Sadler up here to my inside on the start, which is a little scary. Try to get to the bottom and do. It's going to be difficult to keep this car on the bottom, but we're going to have to try here at the beginning especially. Yeah, I feel like this one might be a little bit more of a struggle than some of the recent ones have been. Oh man, yeah. Not having a good setup for this is going to be difficult for sure. Alright, teammate / replacement. Trying to work with you here, get that rivalry down, but also get you past him so maybe I could follow you through. However, didn't exactly work out that way, did it? Okay, alright. There we go. There we go. Yeah, this one's going to be a little more difficult, I think. Like, you look at the last two races. We went last to first at Bristol. We won by 2 laps at Martinsville. Like, there's some situations that have occurred where I've been able to dominate easily. But the handling here, especially when the tires start to go away, is going to make things pretty interesting. Rusty Wallace has blown up on lap 3. Championship implications. Not really. I don't think Rusty was really in with a shot, but it is interesting for sure. Trying to get him out of, there we go, out of that red. So if you could just keep on going, that'd be great. Okay. Saved it. Kenny? No. Hermie? No. Ah. Oh, sorry. Not bad. He got upset about that too. Oh, what are you doing on the apron, John? Somehow didn't wreck. Somehow. Something happened here. Oh yeah, there's Sturm to the rear of the field. There's Rusty. Wait. Did he not make it to pit road? I thought I saw him manage to duck on pit road, but then he was there too. Weird. Must have just missed the entrance or something. Anyway. Okay, so we are 8th, and we're kind of starting to get the turns figured out a little bit here, but we're not blasting our way to the front, so there is something to be said for that. I don't think outside's what we're going to want to do in this situation. It'd be better if we followed Harvick past Elliott here. Oh, we made a little contact with Harvick. Let's say clear. Just, yep. Alright. Make a clean pass on Harvick, which is also going to help our alliance situation. And so that puts that rivalry behind us, hopefully for good. We don't want to feud with teammates, especially, although I think Robbie Gordon's still ticked off at us, but whatever. He can't always win out. Actually, I think the 30 is as well. So, yeah. Which is, I think, Steve Park in this game. I always forget which one's which. It's from 03 to 04. They swapped cars. Did Jeff Green and Steve Park. Like, straight up swapped. And, so yeah. Also, all of a sudden, the tide has turned. That was a pass into third, and we're going to look outside. Probably not very wise, but if I can hold him down, might be able to make a pass on the outside for second. Shockingly, this has worked, and yeah, wow, weird, because at the beginning there, ooh, hang on to it, at the beginning there, I just didn't feel like we had the speed. Well, I mean, maybe the speed, but not the handling. But now, I don't know. I mean, we're doing it. We're up to second, so there you go. Some close to halfway on fuel, which will help us decide when we pit. There we go, halfway on fuel, completed 10 laps. So we could go 20. We'd run out basically at 20. We don't have to go that far though. In order to have fresher tires at the end by a little bit, I might try to stretch it to like lap 18 or something. I don't know. We have caught Junior like super fast, like all of a sudden. I don't know. I almost feel like the AI fell off after the first few laps. It's unlikely, but it does seem that way because I feel like that's the case. Anyway, we've built up our alliance a little bit more. If we get a clean pass here, we will do even more of that. I don't know, maybe I just figured out my entries and stuff better, but also that outside pass on Elliott, I mean, I don't know. But we are leading at lap 12. So, qualifying maybe wasn't necessary, I don't know. Going from last to first is a whole different thing, though, because you can just get caught up in the slower traffic, get damaged, etc. So that could, you know, always be an issue. But now, I don't know, I just feel like they have fell off. Because, for real, I was struggling to make passes, and now I'm pulling away by a lot. 1.3 seconds already. So, yeah, I don't know. A little weird. A little weird. But as the tires wear, we're going to start sliding around even more, so it's possible that we could give up this time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. If you want to know what caused that, I had to reach up to scratch my nose. I was still holding the controller, and it threw off my line. I don't know what it is. I've talked about this before in videos, but when I'm playing a racing game where like you have to keep your hands on the controller and you really don't want to jostle around, that's when my nose itches. It's like I can't believe it, but this is the worst time this could happen, but I have to scratch my nose right now, and yet racing. Anyway, one of those weird silly things in life, I guess. So yeah, people are pitting. I'm still thinking I want to try to stretch it to 18. Just make sure we got the freshest tires. But I mean, look at the lead we've built up. Like, it's kind of weird, right? I don't know. So I feel like I'm not really handling super well. So I shouldn't be this fast. I don't know. It's just the highest difficulty. Now, granted, career mode highest difficulty is a whole different thing because you're in underpowered equipment. In this case, you know, that doesn't really come into effect. You're just in top flight equipment when you do quick race or season or whatever. So I don't know. Should I just pit? I'll go one more lap. Maybe. Yeah. I think we'll be okay, right? It hasn't said we're super low yet. Just low. But yeah, I don't know. Whatever the case, I feel like for the first few laps there, it looked like we were going to have a difficult time making this happen. And, you know, now, not the case. Yeah, just do all the things. Good. Should be good. So this should ensure that we don't have like worn tires at the end. Given the lead we had coming in, unless this pit stop goes horribly, we're going to come out with probably even bigger lead. The way things have gone in recent races, I feel like we just gain time on pit road usually. I've gotten better about my entries and stuff though, so that helps. Lost a little time to fit up all the cutting in there, but I have a feeling we're still going to have a big lead, and it's only going to get bigger. But yeah, so we should, at worst, probably only have like one tire go yellow on us before the end. So I have a feeling we're going to win by a whole lot, which means this race is probably going to get a whole lot more boring, if it hasn't already. So we might be cutting away once we cycle through here. See how big of a lead we have. It. I'm guessing that group back there is probably Junior in them, and yeah, we have a big lead. So I'm gonna cut away, and if something exciting happens, I'll come back. If not, I'll see you at the last couple laps. Well, we have caught lap traffic here, which is not ideal, especially when lap traffic tries to pass each other in front of the leader. And we are 3 wide on the outside of Kevin LePage and Ashton Lewis. Kind of a bad situation to be, but we pulled it off. Ooh, my gosh. Okay. Man, he just stepped out on me coming out of that corner. Caught a pretty good little piece of the wall there. I'm kind of wanting to go away on me a bit here as we hit the end of this race, but yeah, I was gonna wait another lap or so to come back. Hey, look, it's Kevin Grubb. He's actually in this race. I wonder if I can get him to not be mad at me. Probably not, huh? It's like he's so rarely in the race, though, that I haven't had a chance to like get him to stop being mad at me. You know, let's just go ahead and make Mike Skinner mad, though. That'll help things, I'm sure. Yeah, let's try to. I mean, I've got a huge lead, so I might as well spend a little time trying to make him less mad, right? Outside here, if we can get a clean pass on him, and then just the effects of the race going by should calm Kevin Grubb down a little bit after all this time. Him being mad because he wasn't in the races to get not mad at me. Kenny Wallace, you started so well, and here you are. Hello. Actually, you know what? Go ahead, buddy. I'm not going to lap you. I am not going to lap you. I don't need to. Might as well finish on the lead lap. I'm going to be a nice guy, huh? Let him have that. But yeah, so first half of this Texas doubleheader went very smoothly. The beginning was a little sketchy, but all of a sudden it just seemed like we found our speed and could not be touched after that.
Yep, there weren't too many battles up front for position. Those guys who ran in the top 5 were pretty dominant all race long.
Dale Earnhardt really pulled away from the field in the closing laps.
Not the most exciting finish for the fans, but I'm sure he's quite happy with the win just the same.
Yeah, you could say that. You could say that. So, nothing too exciting happened. So these highlights are not like real interesting, but yeah. All right. Okay. Hey, Robbie's cooling down. Mark's cooling down. Good stuff. All right, so we ended up winning this race by 9.1 seconds over Dale Earnhardt Jr., who actually, up until the last couple laps, was behind Sterling Marlin. Looks like Sterling faded at the end. So we got another Earnhardt 1-2 here. You got Labonte, Marlin, Jarrett, Newman, Kenseth, Stewart, Waltrip, and Johnson. We led 21 of the 33 laps. Junior led 11, and Kansas led 1 during the pit exchange, I believe. We'll scroll through the rest of the field for those that want to see such things as these. See where everybody ended up. And yeah, we spared Kenny Wallace, stayed on the lead lap. And Rusty Wallace went out, as we saw. Harvick apparently went out. Wow, okay. Didn't see that happen. Harvick went out with 3 laps to go, apparently. Wow. Well, that's not good for him. But yeah, alright, let's move on. And now for the Texas Road Course. And we're going to be doing a last to first challenge here, so let's begin.
EA Sports is in Texas this week with live coverage of this week's road course race at the Texas Motor Speedway. The fans can't wait to see this one get underway.
This is something new for the NASCAR Winston Cup Series. This is a great infield layout, and I'm glad to see them come here. The fans have a right to be excited. It's going to be a great race.
Bill Elliott really stepped up in qualifying this week.
I could tell by the look on his face this morning how happy he was. I didn't even have to ask. It's great to see him starting up front for a change.
Sterling Marlin seems to always finish strong in these road course races.
Ah yes, the old right turns don't slow him down a bit. He handles these tracks like the true professional he is.
The GM Goodwrench Service Plus Chevrolet will attempt to build on his points lead in this race.
If I was him, I wouldn't even think about the points. I'd just try to stay focused on getting the best finish I can. After all, consistency is what wins the championship.
And here's the starting lineup for the race. Starting out front are the DuPont Chevrolet and the Home Depot Chevrolet. Starting in row 2 will be the Altel Dodge and the Interstate Battery Chevrolet. In row 3 are the Dodge dealers UAW Dodge and the Singular Wireless Chevrolet. In row 4 are the Lowe's Chevrolet and the DeWalt Power Tools Ford. Rounding out the top 10 starting spots are the Rubbermaid Sharpie Ford and the UPS Ford.
6:57.
There's 4.5 seconds between you and the leader.
The 16 car is looking right. Watch it. There's a car on your left. That's another in the rearview mirror. Clear all around. Got one on your right. All clear, buddy. Watch it. There's a car on your left. 37:89.
That's as quick as you've been all day.
That's one more down. You're clear. Hold it steady. 3 wide. Number 2 just hit us. Oh yeah, great pass, buddy. Okay, we're clear. The 45 car has got a run on you. Got a car on your left, buddy. 37:12.
Awesome lap. Just keep working that line. Stay patient. You're about 4 seconds behind the leader.
Clear all around. Watch it. There's a car on your left. You put another behind you. 3 wide. Hold that line. Clear. Car to your left. Okay, we're clear. 37:39.
Dig, buddy. Dig, dig, dig.
Got a car on your left, buddy. Hold your line. You're still there. Way to get around him, buddy. Clear on both sides. Number 97 is looking to pass.
Come on, buddy. Push it. We can pick up some more spots. Distance between you and the leader is 2.5 seconds.
Careful, there's some cars entering the track ahead.
Gas tank is at half.
Caution! Caution out on the racetrack! The yellow flag now waves as the field makes its way around the start-finish line. But we are under a yellow flag condition for a problem out on the racetrack.
Clear. 3 wide. Hold that line.
I think he's starting to not like you. Keep an eye on your mirror. He's not too happy with you.
38:30.
Run it strong. Now let's work our way to the front.
Many cars now hit pit road and begin to make the long journey to their pit stall. The crews are at the ready. This is what they practice all week for. No mistakes can be had if you want to have a chance to win here on pit road.
So if I've been muted that whole time, oh my god, I'm so angry. So I'm gonna have to record like a post-com in that section, right? Wow. Everything I was saying, jeezer, that's so frustrating. That's so frustrating. I muted earlier on because the car was going by during the freaking intro part, and I forgot to unmute. Wow, I hate everything. I literally hate everything.
Some guys stayed out to gain track position.
Okay. So we lost the spot, I guess. Whatever. But yeah, whatever. I'll post comment, I guess. But it was just basically talking about trying to learn their braking points for this big turn up here, and how I was being too aggressive and making people mad after we just freaking got everybody not mad at us. I'm so unhappy. I'm so unhappy that I forgot that, but I'm glad I saw it before the end, I guess. And then I was sort of breaking down what happened with that crash there because of them coming off pit road. I don't know. I really didn't say a whole lot else that was interesting, but this is more just me talking about I'm being too aggressive, but I also need to because it's the only real passing zone. You know what? Maybe I won't post-com. I'll just put like a disclaimer on the screen that says I will unmute by lap whatever, and then I will explain what I was saying. Because like I don't have a ton of time to record before getting this up, and I kind of just want to get it done. So maybe we just don't have commentary for a few laps there. I don't know. It's aggravating, but what are you gonna do, you know? What are you gonna do? Anyway, so yeah, we're in with a chance though here to win. We're in the top 5 with oh god. Okay, that was a mistake. Got way too close to that wall. What a pass on Kenseth there! Oh my gosh. We have to use this big braking zone because that's really the only way you can get away with some passes. But it's also like really dangerous. So there's that. Who is winning right now? Not sure. Not actually sure. Oh, Tony Stewart. Yeah. That makes sense. Alright. I do believe we are going to win this race, though, unless I do something incredibly dumb. Which is possible. It's always possible. Jeff threw that block. He didn't want me to get to his inside here, did he? But I did get to your inside, good sir. 5 to go, and we are in second. So yeah, I'd say, again, unless we just really frick up. He says as he immediately messes up. We should win this one. We're faster than them for sure, when I'm not being dumb. Which is most of the time. Anyway. Okay. Pushed hard coming out of that corner. Almost drove it straight into the fence, but we saved it. Yeah, it's not the most impressive run we've had. Caution kind of really turned things around a little bit as far as strategy or whatever. But Ooh, we're gonna try to make this pass. We're gonna try to make this pass.
Still beside you. Okay, we're back in second.
No, not
All clear, buddy.
quite. Not quite. A little bit tight through there. Couldn't get the job done. Are we enemies? No, we're not enemies. We are just neutral. Gonna dive her in real deep. Try to hang on to it. We did. Alright, we are in the lead on lap 20 of 22. So, yeah. Last to first challenge, we are in first. Stay here, like I say, we don't make a mistake. Should be clear sailing now. I don't know. This race didn't go exactly as I imagined it, but looks like we're gonna get the win, and that's all that really matters, I guess. Whoa! It's a little out of control. It's fine. Well, yeah. I like this track, but it's like a little short, I think, for its own good. I feel like it needed a section with maybe a couple more turns. Make it more of a road course. And a little longer, maybe. Like, not too crazy different, but like, yeah, you know. During that section we just went through right there, if there was a part where you turned in and then went into the infield for a couple turns and then back out, I think it would have been a little better. But, you know, It's fine. But yeah, the white flag, which I didn't sponsor last race, sorry, but the white flag's out, sponsored by freaking James in the state of Texas, and we are gonna win, yeah! Alright. Doubleheader win, also last to first. Kind of a weird race, but not bad, not bad.
We usually have more cautions than that, don't we?
Yeah, you're right, but that just makes for a better race in my opinion. It really makes the better drivers stand out that much more.
Dale Earnhardt had to work hard for the win.
Yeah, he probably feels like he passed 100 cars on the track. It's hard work to come from the back in this NASCAR.
These are the worst camera angles for these
replays. It all pays
replays.
off when you win, though.
Dale Earnhardt didn't do anything to improve his standing with the other drivers out there.
Well, when you're out there
We're
beating
seeing
and banging
nothing
on
because of
guys,
these
some
camera
feathers are
angles.
bound to get ruffled. Maybe after some time to cool off, they'll be back to racing with clear heads.
This is the worst. It's like, how, I mean, okay, finally one that's halfway decent. Maybe I can get a thumbnail from that. But, like, look at these camera angles, you know? It's so terrible. Yeah, alright. This is just, like, ridiculous, though. It's like so much exciting crap happened, but the camera angle didn't show any of it most of the time. I mean, yes, I know I can change the camera angle manually. So I don't know if that will make a difference. No, it's not making a difference at all. I could do different ones, right? Like this, I guess. Might be able to. It's just like this shot keeps coming up, and then that's all you see, and you don't get anything else worth a darn. But yeah, whatever. I'm guessing we'll manage to get a couple here. But yeah, all right. Anyway, moving on. Nice. Alright. Yeah, we ticked off Mike Skinner a lot. Like a lot. Oh dear. But yeah, so we get the win, leading only the last 3 laps over Tony Stewart, who led 5 laps, and Jeff Gordon, who led 11. Then there's Jimmy Johnson, Jeremy Mayfield, Ryan Newman, Matt Kenseth, Kevin Harvick, rebounding from DNFing last race. Mark Martin, Bill Elliott in the top 10. Dale Jr. is 11th here. And Bill Elliott also led 3 laps. Here's the rest of the lineup, which definitely got shook up a little bit by the whole pitting under green situation before that caution. So you'll notice that, like, Ricky Rudd, Dale Jarrett, Jeff Burton, these guys probably should have finished better than they did. And then you got Ward Burton, who may have DNF'd right at the end, or he went 2 laps down somehow. And then, of course, Mike Skinner, who ended up DNFing after our incident with him. Not because of our incident, I don't think. It was after the fact. But then again, it could have been the damage caused by our incident. Who knows? But anyway, let's move on. Alright, guys, let's look at the standings after those 2 races. We now have ourselves a 312-point lead. Yes, we are starting to pull away a bit. Dale Jr. sitting here 4th. I think that was him moving up a bit, as well as Stewart moving up a bit. I feel like Jeff and Ryan have been pretty much the same. Scrolling through here. Jimmy's definitely rebounded after the beginning. Rusty fallen a bit, etc. Yeah, that's where some of those guys are. We are going to look at the driver respect. Yeah, I mean, we ruffled a few feathers, but mostly Mike Skinner. Aside from that, though, you know, we've recently repaired a lot of these situations. Like Kevin Grubb's not even on this list anymore, so that's cool. Anyway, let's look at the awards for Texas normal track. Dale Jr. got the pole. We got front runner. Warburton picking up places. We got fast pace. Casey Mears rookie of the race. Sterling Marlin move of the race. And then for the road course, Jeff Gordon got pole award and front runner. We got picking up places and fast pace. Christian Fittipaldi got rookie of the race, and Ryan Newman had the most exciting pass, apparently. All right, and rookie of the year, Jamie McMurray is still in front of Casey Mears. I don't know if was he second. Probably. Looks like points total wise he'd have to be. The gap not too huge, so that could still change. These guys are kind of out of contention, but you know, yeah, kind of a Ganassi battle here for rookie of the year. Pole award, Jeff is up to 6 now. I mean, we don't qualify enough to really have a shot at that, but yeah. Here, Chevy dominating, of course, and lap champion. Yeah, we got a pretty good lead in that thanks to the short tracks. That helped a lot. We got a lot of laps led at those races, so yeah, we've got a pretty big lead in that now as well. So yeah, that's going to do it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hammer the like button, share with your friends, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you next time for, I believe it's Talladega. Yes, Talladega under the lights. That race is going to be interesting. Probably going to do last to first at Talladega just to make that exciting. So if I start out in front, with the way these Thunder games are, you just pull away at the plate tracks usually. Although I won't have my special... Ooh, that could be a problem actually. I won't have my special setup, and I could lose the draft at the beginning. Ooh, we're going to think about that. But then we'll be going to Sawmill Speedway after that for another fantasy road course. So, going to be an interesting episode to be sure. Maybe we should qualify at Talladega, but like not try to put down a blistering fast pace, just sort of put down a lap so we're kind of mid-pack or something, because I don't know. I have a feeling that the default setup on the start, we could end up losing the draft. I don't know, man. Either way, see you guys then for more. Hope you enjoyed all that good stuff. Bye.